30 years. Cutting across once again to Amit Raina, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. Amit, you pointed out rightly how there is an atmosphere of threat and intimidation that prevails in the valley. This is the government which on various occasions has stood up to the cause of Kashmiri Pandits and said that, look, we are going to address what you have faced for various years. The fact that the government took the drastic step of doing away with special status for Jammu and Kashmir was seen as some kind of affirmation to the demands about Kashmiri Pandits have been talking about for years. In your understanding, as somebody from the community, where exactly is the problem and where exactly did the government fall short?
See, abrogation of Article 370 had nothing to do with Kashmiri Pandits. Kashmiri Pandit community was asking for abrogation of Article 370 because the wall of Article 370 was being used to create an Islamic state in Kashmir, and it was something which would have ultimately impacted rest of India. It was a route which Pakistan was using the political parties of Jammu and Kashmir to execute Ghazwa-e Hind in India at Delhi. So, as a nationalist community, we wanted it to abrogate it. It was nothing in particular to do with community because it did not benefit us in any way. Now, while you have taken the great step of abrogating Article 370, unfortunately, subsequent to that, you have taken every step which nullifies the great act of abrogating Article 370. You abrogated Article 35A and you went and created a domicile law which prohibits the people from rest of India to take employment in Jammu and Kashmir. So on one front, you say that the bureaucracy of Jammu and Kashmir is filled with people who are conform to the Islamist ideology, Jamaat Islami ideology, the Ahlis ideology, and then you continue to ensure that they are employed because you do not allow the people from rest of India to join. So there have been steps which unfortunately have not moved forward. You have not gone and acknowledged officially the genocide of Kashmiri Pandits. You may have said and supported the Kashmir Files movie and called that Kashmiri Pandit genocide happened, but officially on record, even today, the government of India has not even opened any case, has not set up a commission to find out what led to the exodus and ethnic cleansing of Kashmiri Pandits.
You're right in pointing out everything that the community is going through, and of course, this is not recent. This has been happening for decades now. Theoretically, we can continue to talk about the issues that Kashmiri Pandits face and what they should and they should not do.
Yes,
to what extent, they should continue to face the threat. But my question to you is, sir, if the government is listening to you right now, what are the key demands that the community makes in the face of these recent attacks that we've witnessed in the last few months?
On immediate tactical front, you need to move every employee who is employed in Kashmir, the Kashmiri Hindu and Pandit employee who is employed in Kashmir, to Jammu region till you are sure that further attacks will not happen. That has to happen right now. Secondly, minority pickets which were there to protect Hindus who did not leave Kashmir in 1990, you need to shore up their numbers. You need to provide additional security, and if required, get everyone together at one place. Second, a long-term demand, and that is the only solution of getting Kashmiri Pandits back to the valley. You will have to go and create. One separate area where Kashmiri Pandits live together. I'm not saying that the communities which are not Hindus will not live in that, but the Kashmiri Hindu community needs to live together, and it can live happily with people from other communities also. But you need to give us that sense of number. You need to give us the confidence of that number that we are there to defend ourselves. We are not available as a shooting. As a sitting ducks or as a shooting range target for anyone to come and kill.
Amit,
so that, I think,
as I hear the key points that you're pointing out, that you're elucidating, there were various Kashmiri Pandits who, despite a grave threat to their life and what they faced in the 1990s, refused to leave the valley. They stayed there in Kashmir, faced unprecedented threat and intimidation. Many of them lost their lives. If about 3,200 roughly Kashmiri Pandits which are there in the valley on various government schemes, if they're shifted to Jammu, wouldn't it be exactly serving the terrorists what they wanted on a platter?
Is this question to me?
Yes, sir, to you.
No. See, the community is not saying that we are not willing to face the terrorists.
Mm.
We are saying that we are willing to face the terrorists. We are out there to defeat the agenda of Pakistan.
Mm.
But then you will have to allow us to choose our strategy. You will have to do the right thing. We are saying you go and create a one-place settlement for Kashmiri Hindus back in Kashmir. Where the people from rest of India can also come and live. People from other communities within the Kashmir can live, and the Kashmiri Pandit community comes and lives together. Because that at least you will have to give me that right. If you want me to fight the Pakistani mindset, defeat the Pakistan agenda, you will have to give me that right to figure out how I want to do that battle. You cannot be placing me as a sitting duck across valley and say, oh, now get ready to get killed because you are there to defeat the Pakistan agenda. We are very much there to defeat Pakistan agenda. But you will have to allow us to choose the strategy. You will also have to acknowledge, you will have to form a commission to find out what led to the exodus and ethnic cleansing of Kashmiri Pandits. For 32 years, we've been demanding a simple commission. A white paper, please tell the world what led to the exodus of Kashmiri Pandits, but you are not doing that. So if you want us to be a partner in your fight against Pakistan, we have been fighting Pakistan for 32 years. We are fighting Pakistan at the cost of our own identity. But then you let us choose the strategy. You cannot be putting us at risk.
Mr. Raina, I appreciate your time and you joining us on the broadcast. The Kashmiri Pandit community continues to face unprecedented threat and intimidation, and it continues to stand tall in the face of the threat that they are facing from the terrorists in the valley. More reactions coming in. We have some reactions coming in from the neighbors as well of one of the Kashmiri Pandits who recently died. Listen.
देवकाम का जवाब ये है, आप अपने गांव में बैठो, अपने उतरी गांव वालों के साथ काम करो, उतरी मारो। मैं अपने गांव के बाहर आपको नहीं ले सकता हूं। आज तक किसी अफसर ने हमारा नहीं सुना। ये 4 महीने हुए, पीछे 5 महीने हुए, किसी ऑफिसर ने नहीं सुना हमारा। हम आज भी यहाँ मार रहे हैं। ये जो कातिल हुआ, इस कातिल का जिम्मेवार खाली देवकाम और डीसी है। बस क्या हमें घर से बाहर नहीं निकलना है, हमें मजदूरी नहीं करना है, हमें अपने बच्चों को नहीं पालना है।
370 इसलिए हटाया देश को ये कहकर के पूरे पंडितों को फायदा होगा। आज वो उन कश्मीरी पंडितों को आप बिल्कुल ही अनसेफ कर दिए, और वो इसलिए अनसेफ हो रहे हैं क्योंकि आपकी सरकार ने उनको के सेफ्टी प्रोवाइड करने में सरासर नाकाम साबित हुई है, और कश्मीरी पंडित तो अब कश्मीर छोड़ के जाना चाह रहे हैं। हमने और आपने देखा कि वो प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे रोडों पर आकर। मोदी सरकार की नाकामी का एक और मिसाल है कश्मीर में, और इसकी पूरी जिम्मेदारी जो है वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनकी सरकार पर आती है कि उन्होंने वो कश्मीरी पंडितों को उनकी जान की हिफाजत करने में नाकाम साबित हो रहे हैं।
Coward Pakistani terrorists targeted the minority Hindus were targeted by the coward Pakistani terrorists. Pakistan wants bloodbath in Kashmir. Pakistan wants to turn Kashmir into graveyards. All those involved in targeting the Kashmiri Pandit Shopian in South Kashmir will be taken to task. They will definitely be punished.
Well, we'll continue tracking this story and getting you all the voices slipping into a very short break. Stay tuned.